everybody, this is Coach JVB with your newest Becoming Unapologetically Powerful video, 3 lifts for a stronger upper body and a bigger bench press. So first, a quick story. This video builds off the last bench press video in the series where I hammered home the importance of technique in the bench press. I believe that bench is more than just a lift. It's a skill. The more you practice it, the more you refine your technique, and the better you get at it. So really quick, the day after we released this video, I read an article forwarded to me from Jen Sinkler, thank you very much, and it talked about, it was written by a trainer, his name is Alexander Juan Antonio Cortez, and he was written for Elite FTS, and he was talking about how sometimes women can place too much emphasis on technique for the bench press and not enough emphasis on building muscle mass in their upper bodies. That we have fully embraced increasing our musculature in our lower halves and not so much on our top halves. And he had a quote that really stuck with me. I'm kind of laughing about it, but it was that women are building 3-plate lower bodies and 1-plate upper bodies. And I do think he's onto something. I do think that women love to lift heavy, and that's easier to do with our more well-developed muscles in our legs and our butts. I also think that bench press is hard, so maybe we practice the lift and then we go back to squats and deadlifts. So here's the deal. When you practice this competition lift, when you practice the bench press, I want you to have great technique. I'm not letting go of that. Bench is too difficult to waste time with crappy technique. However, I don't want you to ignore the simple fact that more muscle equals more weight moved. It also looks fantastic. So I want you to fully embrace bench day with these 3 accessory lifts for bench that are going to build muscle mass in your upper body and support a stronger bench press, because muscles and strength look great on everybody. Your first accessory lift for the bench press are push-ups. I love push-ups as a supporting lift for the bench press. They target the pecs, the anterior delts, triceps, and core, which are actually the same muscles you use for the bench press. So we're gonna talk about how to do them. If you are not doing push-ups yet, full range of motion push-ups with your hands on the floor, instead of lowering your knees, I want you to elevate your hands on a bench or a small box. Do these after you practice your bench for as many, when you start your sets, as many reps as pretty. So some bullet points. I want you to come to your hands and knees. Hands are going to be shoulder width apart. You're going to corkscrew your armpits shut, lift your knees and come to a tall plank position. From there, lower your body under control, really bracing the core so your hips don't sag, and then drive your hands into the floor to come back up to the starting position. Looks like this. If you are doing hands elevated push-ups, same rules apply. You're going to have your hands shoulder width apart, corkscrew your armpits shut, brace your abs, but make sure you're using a nice stable base for safety. So a box, a bench pushed up against a wall, or a bar on a squat rack, making sure you're facing into the rack for those hands elevated push-ups. Looks like this. Your second accessory lift for the bench press are triceps dips. So strong triceps not only look fantastic, they also play a really important role in the lockout portion of a bench press. So you can do triceps dips on the floor, on a bench or box, parallettes, or on a dip bar. No matter where you do them, I want you to avoid your shoulders from rolling forward. So to do that, only lower yourself down as far as you can while keeping your shoulders away from your ears. I'm going to demonstrate on parallettes today. So I'm going to get my hands in position, roll my shoulders back and down. And I like triceps dips for high reps, like sets of 20. So I'm going to be my own coach and use my bottom half to give myself as much assistance as I need to keep my reps nice and pretty. Looks like this. Your third accessory lift, to be performed after the bench press, are chest-supported rows. Chest-supported rows are a great exercise to target the upper back, and a strong upper back not only looks fantastic in a tank top, it also plays a key role in the bench press, particularly in the eccentric or the lowering down portion of the movement. So, because chest-supported rows are a compound movement that recruit a lot of muscles in the upper body, I want you to choose a weight that's challenging but doable to keep your reps crisp and sharp. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a pair of dumbbells, place them on the floor on either side of the bench. So you're going to start with the dumbbells on the floor. Straddle the bench and pick up your dumbbells. And row the dumbbells up, skimming your elbows just past your ribs. So there you have my 3 lifts for a stronger upper body and a bigger bench press. I hope you enjoyed, and leave any questions or comments below.